Alright, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time of the day you watch this video. Mr. McAvoy here. I'm standing at my construction site for my soon-to-be-built garage project with a one-bedroom apartment. What I'm doing is I'm showing you the footings on this. The footings is where the edge of the building will be, and the footings are the really deep trenches full of cement that support the buildings. Now, this video is going to show you how I can make a 45-degree angle coming off of this line, and this line is my sewer trench. So all the way at the other end of that line, the sewer from my garage, my one-bedroom apartment, is going to connect to this mainline sewer coming out of my house. All right. Now, it would be really nice and easy if my sewer line connected to my project right here. I wouldn't have to figure out any angles. I just had to, dig a straight line. But that's not where my plans call for my sewer line to be, or to come up from the ground into the building. My plans want my sewer line to come up from the ground into my building right here. And so what I want to do is I want to show you how I was able to figure out how to make a 45-degree angle off of this line. And the reason why I need it to be a 45-degree angle, and this is important, is that's an angle piece that they make for sewer lines. They call it a 135-degree angle, or they call it a 45-degree angle. It depends, but they both add up to 180, which is a straight line here. So I want to explain to you, I'll show you how I was able to figure out how to make a 45-degree angle coming off of my sewer line. All right, so let me break this down for you guys here really quick. So this line needs to make a right angle with this line. And the way that I was able to guarantee that I was able to have a right angle here is I made a 3, 4, 5 right triangle. Okay, so what I did was from the stake to this nail, I measured that to be 3 feet. And then again from this stake to this nail, I measured that to be 4 feet. So I have 3 feet and I have 4 feet. Now, when the tape measure measures 5 feet or 60 inches, that means that I have a 3, 4, 5 right triangle, and that forces this to be a right angle. I need to have a right angle in order to build my 45-degree angle. And so if we notice here, this is in fact 60 inches, not degrees, 60 inches at the nail. So I have made a right angle. Okay, so now that I have a right angle, I need to build my 45-degree angle, and it's actually pretty simple to do. So what I did, and I did this ahead of time before I recorded this video, is I took this string and I spun it and I ran it along my sewer line, and I found out how far it went, and I put a stake in the ground, because when this distance is the same as that distance, I've made a 45, 45, 90 right triangle, or an isosceles right triangle, which forces those two base angles to be the same. So I can be very confident on knowing how to dig my next and final trench for my sewer line, because I'm very confident. Let me make sure I don't fall as I'm recording. That would be YouTube gold. I'm very confident that line that I just connected, it's a little loose, but this line is the same. The distance from this stake to that stake is the same distance as it was from this stake to that stake. So all I have to do now is I have to connect a string from that stake to that stake, and I've guaranteed myself I've made a 45-degree angle. And that will allow me to only dig this trench once. So I wanted to take the time to explain to you guys how I'm actually going to use the mathematics I teach to help me dig an accurate trench, because it's probably honestly going to take me about 10 hours to dig from here to there. And if I dig it in the wrong direction, then I have to refill it, pack it down, and dig it in the right direction. So by making sure that I have the correct location to dig, I'm digging once and I'm digging correctly. So this is just a little short video on how right triangles, a 3-4-5 right triangle and a 45-45-90 or an isosceles right triangle, can be used to help you in construction. So I mean, this stuff is useful, and if you do have a career in construction, you're probably going to be using things like this. So I hope you enjoyed it. I will hopefully post the next video showing that 45-degree piece right here going to my sewer line where it enters my building over there. And I hope I'm pointing at the right place. I can't see my screen. So anyways, I hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you guys at the next school year.